Amanda, thank you. The investigation into Maddie's disappearance and now her murder has been a multi-agency effort. Officers and deputies from Orange and Osceola counties worked together, hoping for a positive outcome, but prepared for the worst. Authorities ultimately finding Maddie's body in that rural Osceola County field. Joining us this morning is Dave Nutting, a retired detective and law enforcement officer. Dave, it's good to see you this morning. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you.
What a tragedy, how this ended. And as we now get really deep into this investigation, what are next steps now? He is in jail with no bond. What happens now?
So the homicide investigation will be ongoing by the Kissimmee Police Department, who is determined through the investigation to be the lead investigative agency. The defendant has not yet been charged with the murder. He's only been charged so far with the crimes related to what was found on his cell phone and in the house. So thankfully he has no bond, so that gives the detective some time to work with the prosecutors to make sure that once they do officially charge him with homicide, which I'm quite certain will be coming, that it will be a case that's wrapped up really, really tight.
Yeah, so there would be no question, right, that this is what we're charging with, and we have all of the evidence to prove that in court. I want to talk about something that my co-anchor and I were just talking about, the fact that this is not the first time that he has waived his first appearance. He has refused to appear in court. How common is it for suspects to do this?
It's quite uncommon. It's obviously his right. His attorney can represent him in court proceedings, so he will eventually have to appear in court as the criminal process goes on, and not only with this case, but I'm sure with pending murder charges as well. So he can't continue to just not show up. At some point, he will be compelled to show up in some court proceeding. I'm sure he's experiencing a range of emotions right now himself.
On Monday, he handed over his phone. He said, listen, I accidentally factory reset my phone. We know that that's a little more difficult to do than accidentally doing something like that. But how were detectives able to get the information off of that quote unquote factory reset phone and find the information that they needed?
Well, there's an incredible amount of technical resources that the sheriff's office has available, both internally and then with our state and federal partners. There may be some images that were stored in, say, a cloud or some server that was external to his device that he wasn't aware of, although what they can do with these phone extractions is quite incredible. Certainly, it didn't take them very long to find those images and that evidence.
No, it didn't. And when we talk about timeline, Maddie was reported missing on Monday. By Wednesday, Stearns was arrested. Maddie's body was found on Friday. And you talked about, how quickly things can happen. In your estimation, was this a fairly quick search? And what makes this case perhaps maybe different from some of the other ones?
Well, this case obviously included a huge effort involving multiple local agencies, almost certainly the state agencies and probably the federal partners as well. So I saw in the interview the gentleman who used his home surveillance system to spot the suspect's vehicle. Mm-hmm. That's certainly a canvas of all the technical aspects of where the defendant may have been in the car, and the community effort was really key to resolving this so quickly. And
the fact that so much of this was caught on video, you're absolutely right about that. Hopefully we can have you on again as this investigation continues. Really good information. Dave Nutting, thank you so much for being with us this morning.
Thank you so much. Have a great day.
You do the same.